A good night of Shabbos, everyone, and we are continuing Hachzeg's learning of the Pele Yoetz. Today is day number 89, and we will be Messiah and will complete the chapter of Brachos, and he concludes with a very poignant insight. Just like giving a bracha at the proper time, an auspicious time, is appropriate. There are also times when it's better not to give the bracha. When is that? When you're making a bracha with Hashem's name on something that you're eating, on something that you're drinking, on an event or the like, so you have to be very careful to make sure that you're not making a bracha levatala, you're not wasting the blessing, or that you're not making a bracha tzricha, a blessing that wasn't needed, was unnecessary. Shavar lo sisa, because you're transgressing the prohibition of the Torah of taking Hashem's name in vain. V'zeh yimatze ba'am ha'aretz. This is found by amaratzim, by ignorant people. Sheroitzi lios chassid. They want to be a chassid. They want to be pious. Ulevarich al kol davar v'davar. They want to make a bracha on everything. And sometimes they come into a bracha that was said in vain, or bracha she'ein tzricha, or a blessing that wasn't needed. They make a blessing on some kind of an event. They decide, you know what, this calls for shechianu. I never had this thing before. I'm going to make shechianu. Doesn't say anywhere in Chazal to make shechianu on that particular thing. And therefore, the fact that you make shechianu, you just made a bracha she'ein tzricha, a bracha that wasn't necessary, and you took Hashem's name in vain. So be careful, says the Pele Yoetz. Don't be an over-pious individual. Rather, you do things the way that it says in Chazal, in the Shulchan Aruch, the way the halacha calls for. Whoever goes to the Chachamim, to the wise, they will become wise. And therefore, go to the wise people, the Talmidei Chachamim, and learn what deserves a bracha and what doesn't. So too, when there's a blessing that you're giving to your friend, it says over there in Mishnah, someone who blesses their friend with a loud voice, in the morning, hashkem, in the morning they wake up early to give him that bracha, it's going to end up being a curse to him. What does that mean? There are two ways to understand this. Number one, let's say it's early in the morning, you're on your way to shul, and you see somebody, ooh, shalom aleichem, let me give you a bracha. No, you're not allowed to do that before you daven. Because when you do that, it's as if you made a bama, you made an altar outside the Beis Hamikdash, which means you are worshiping this person before you're worshiping Hashem. You don't give the brachas to a person of flesh and blood. You give your brachas in the morning to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, in the Torah, in the blessings that you say during davening, during your tefillah. And therefore, that's one mistake that a person can make. Secondly, if one person blesses his friend in front of others, he might cause him bad. So let's say that Reuven did Shimon a big favor, and Shimon is very grateful to me. He says, oh, Reuven, he sees, well, Reuven, thank you so much. You did so much for me. You helped me with the rent. You helped me with this organization. You're so kind. Thank you so much. You should be gebenched. You should be blessed. Well, everybody else standing around and say, wait a second. Reuven gave Shimon X amount of money. What about me? I have a worthy cause over here. I feel that my cause is much better. But Reuven has his own reasons why he decided to give his money to Shimon and not to Levi and to Yitzchak and to everybody else. He has his own reasons. What ends up happening? You gave a bracha. Shimon, in this case, gives the bracha to Reuven in front of other people, but Kol Ram, with a loud voice. He caused that other people are not going to be upset with Reuven, and they're going to start a machlekes. They'll start fighting with him. Therefore, every clever person should do things wisely. Any situation where you have any suspicion, where you are concerned that maybe you're going to cause damages to your friend on any side, in any way, if it would be known, Neman ruach mechased davar, the one that is faithful of spirit, he's mechased davar, he covers the matter up, which means if you are in a situation where you're not sure that the bracha is going to do its trick, because maybe there's too many other people that will be around that will get upset with you, they'll get upset with him. Who knows what the situation with him is? Such an emotionally driven world. Everybody's keen a time of a covet is everywhere. Jealousy and desires and seeking honors everywhere. You never know what you could say to somebody else which is going to trigger somebody else off to become jealous and seeking after their own desire. And therefore, just better not to say a bracha at that time. Keep it between you and that person, and that way you are giving the bracha, and you will be mavarech, you will receive the bracha as well. That's the end of the chapter on brachas. Im Yetz Hashem, we should live a life of real bracha, of real blessings, in the way that we give, the way that we receive, and the way that we want for every single Jew to have a life that is gebenched, that is blessed. Be'ez Hashem. All the best.